she don't ski, splash. Think about posting up on the ground, man, delete her. Whole game.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be an intriguing matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time.
All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Face mask. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The numbers for James from last week: 6 catches, 54 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's James. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. That is first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. 3-0 is our score. We're back to Atlanta in just a moment. This is the NFL, and you're watching EA Sports. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Will Lutz on for the point after. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, here we go.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Green, 39.
Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's James. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Escapes the defender, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there, and if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
All right, here we go.
On second down now, Green, and not much running room. Down to the 32. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Automatic first down.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, he couldn't turn it into much more.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available, Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Green 39! Green 39!
He'll drop to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete.
Holding offense.
So a deep. Decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll set up to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And the Saints signal for another timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes the Saints punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. This is fielded at the 27. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. James has got it, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So we have reached halftime with a bit. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, the Saints were able to hold on to it, so they will indeed keep possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. So he got 9 yards that time, but he needed 10, and it brings up 4th and 1.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
And on 4th and 1 as a running back, you're looking for any seam you can find. This is not where you want to be a hero and break off a big one. You just need to make sure you get that yard. And here he picks up the first down with a couple of yards to spare.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can. Big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
What's
They
that?
get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Looks to me like maybe there's
Oh
a
yeah,
little
you know,
attrition
you know I'm
setting in
finna go.
with
You
this
know I'm
drive,
finna go.
because when you see that type of a run, I get the
You
feeling
know what I'm
the defense
saying?
will
You
retire.
feel me?
That's the
That one
last
finna go
thing they
throw it
need,
on.
especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Shit, I got on Greer's gear right now. What you talking about? No cap.
Goes nowhere.
Whole Greer
Losing
sweatsuit
yardage
on
back
right
to the
now.
15.
Me?
That's a loss of a yard there.
We do got
Now
some black
2nd
though all the
down.
time. Got some
Yeah, there
well,
was a safety
we
that
got some
came through and
pants that's
made the
black.
play, but there's
That's
no
what I had
catch
on when I was
line.
up there. That
He hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in
the
today's NFL, don't we?
And
what the
that
shit
time we
called?
do indeed. A big
The
hit
running
for
back
a
segment
loss.
shit they be doing.
He'll look to throw.
Them black pants we all got on
Caught
and
at
shit.
about the 6. And he's brought down. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
What?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the
Yo, quit spitting the fucking kids out.
Saints add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex.
Who was that?
Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. Lutz good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that
Hold on real
drives
quick.
both
Hold on.
plays in length, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Let's kick this one away.
There you go, Obo.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter.
Hang on,
Back now in Atlanta. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as
that's what I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do with Hooper. If Hooper come lock up on D, though, I'll definitely put him on the rock.
They'll run it now out of the
Hooper
gun.
inside.
And down to the 36-yard line here.
These are my
Just when you
deal.
want on a first down run, call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it.
I see Mayor Wright talking about he here. That's it, yeah,
Just 4
boy.
yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Made the motherfucker send me his party
Yes, and
invites
you'd
on.
say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. You have to use timeouts. What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about the practices
Do my
we
bedroom.
watch. They have a temporary to go with things just like this. The way they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
First down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
She's slimming off.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point
Stop being
now's
nasty.
the go time.
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the
So what? You put them other place.
plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first
I told you that already, fool.
break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score and this game's over. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, being that ball with that offensive line, I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. You got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Trailing in the 4th, this close to the game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger.
Watch it now, Barney!
He's going to get it running right. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. What's with the extra point?
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. As we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because we get to talk
Start
about
talking about
it. And, you know, at the end of the day, 6 teams are going to go
Yeah,
for each
shut up.
conference, and guess what? We're going to have a playoff.
Make me shut up, huh?
Nerve-wracking for all the people involved.
Nah, bro, you gotta remember, so they April, bro. They April 1st. Motherfuckers putting that April, man, that's April Fool like a motherfucker. I'm gonna fall for that shit. My homeboy almost got me on motherfucker on Facebook. My nigga, Mario Allison, the defensive end for the Falcons. The nigga gonna post on there talking about this nigga. So he got a white SS. I think it's an 87, 86 one on SS. That bitch white with the on. Bro, that bitch nasty. Hell yeah, Monte Carlo, yeah. G-Body.
They've only converted once.
Hey, no, listen. He put up there, nigga, listen. I'm talking about he got the 4 Giottos on that bitch. That bitch, pearl white on the outside with the orange interior. I screenshot that bitch shit, picture I'm talking about nasty. He put up there, listen, nasty. He talking about 3,500. First motherfucker bring it to me. It's yours. Nigga, I'm thinking, nigga, one rim, motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? 2 of your rims is 3,500, big fucking. Nah, it's more 30 than that. Them rims probably like, almost 10. Oh yeah, and then so he put that up, and then I tagged my brother in there, cause my brother, he was looking for a G-Body. And I thought about how I untagged my brother, and I thought about what they was, cause a dude in the motherfucking, a dude at my job asked me what today's date was, and I seen it was the April 1st. I was like, oh, bro. I went back and untagged my brother and deleted my share, and when it come out, I said, you almost had me, motherfucker. You almost had me, boy. Then he gonna put up another post. He put his box Chevy up there. His box Chevy, same thing. It's nasty as fuck. Don't put it up there talking about $2 grand to the first motherfucker to come. Oh, this nigga. Talking about he ran out of room. Hell no, nigga. This nigga got some whips though, and he got that motherfucker. He just finished with the Impala off of Boys in the Hood, Ice Cube joint. He made the exact model of that bitch, but they look just like me. They're 6'4", exactly like that motherfucker.
Coming into the weekend in the NFC, and I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open.
Yeah, he tried to get me, man. That's why I said, Then I've been seeing all these free agent posts today. I'm like, yeah, this is no extra shit. So when I tried to retweet J Lo and shit, he had deleted it.
Just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
Between the couple of his posts.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely
niggas talking about he support Boo Payne. I can't support no racing, bro.
He felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to do something. There's nothing available.
I don't even know what happened, bro. Like I ain't even
return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Yeah, Hami did. I think Hami did. I don't know. But I know I just reading up on the chat today. Like I had to scroll through the messages to see what was going on. But
this feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has.
Shoving on the motherfucking street shit.
It pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty's not going to help.
You want $24, huh?
Players will tell you that's extra intensity.
Yeah, I know.
It's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Let me find out. I'm putting my nigga ad on soft, man.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
We going to put the whole album on.
Hey, man. Take him out and hit the both threes, man. You welcome, ad, man. I had to look out for my dog.
Mike, why didn't anybody do that? You know, it's what networking.
I don't know, but he might have called your bait. I don't know why either.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to
call him
go
out,
for loss
basically.
of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide.
Man, I would listen to the motherfucking. I was listening to Nipsey new shit today, but not new. His most recent album. That shit was straight like a motherfucker. Hell yeah, that shit's some fire.
You ain't heard that shit?
Hell nah.
I'm saying you ain't heard me listen to it.
Like,
I've been listening to
it's 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take it
in the room?
I don't understand either.
Yeah, that shit, he definitely got some bangers on that bitch.
See, I'm glad because I peeped how smart the nigga was before he died. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not able to now because they couldn't add some clips of the nigga like, oh, yeah, that nigga
whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team.
I mean, his music
It's
straight
just
like
their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Straight though, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. It seems like so. It's more some. He got some more like one-on-one music, like some shit you gotta listen to on the Dolo type too. You know what I'm saying? Like you just just some chilling type shit. He ain't gonna turn you up for the club, goddamn, none of that. Goddamn, he's just gonna vibe you out.
That shit cold. That shit fucked up how that shit happened, man. It fucked up if it happened for like the reason that they was saying, like the damn. The documentary and shit like that.
But whole time, so peep though, so you know, y'all know Ray Sherman, right? Them boys, right? So they mama my friend on Facebook. They from the town I live in now, and she wrote a post up. She was basically saying like, stop saying that the nigga got killed because he was gonna do that. You know, continue the niggas, the dude's story or whatever because, supposedly he was a fraud. Dr. Seaver was a fraud. Like talking about basically saying like he lost the civil suit because he couldn't prove that they could cure the shit that he said he could cure. You know what I'm saying? So so basically he beat the other cases that went federal. She was saying he beat those cases because he wasn't a doctor and he wasn't practicing medicine, and that's what they were trying to get him for, falsifying as being a doctor type shit. You know what I'm saying? So
okay. I understand that, like, whatever, but how does she know? Like until I see the documentary, like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, everything,
she was putting facts on the post. Like she was like you can find that shit in Google. These niggas scored on that last but yesterday. She was like you can Google this shit and find all this shit. Like it's long. Like she was going back and forth. Of course, a lot of people was feeling some type of way that she posted that. So of course, a lot of people was, you know what I'm saying shit on her post. And she was just going back. Ray Sherman, her mama.
zone for the final
But
play.
I mean, okay, like maybe, but
sometimes
I don't think
these
the
types of
nigga. I'm
scores
saying like
are
I don't
ones that
think the
we
nigga
don't
would
consider
like
big
did a
at the time,
documentary
but then
without
later
doing
on
the
we realize
research
that
on
maybe
the
that was a
person.
That's what I
tiebreaker.
said. And I went and looked at a clip he did when he was on the Breakfast Club, and
Well,
he was
Charles, it's
basically
great to
like,
win it.
you know what I'm saying, asking Shorty what.